Hey, what up ladies and gents, it's your favorite Asian robot right here. Unfortunately, last night my stream ended because of an internet outage, and by the time I came back, it was too late to come back, so I'm going to be doing a makeup stream for TFD this morning. Now, I'm actually going to do pretty much everything that I had planned to do yesterday on the morning stream, so if anyone wishes to join me, you know, that will be great. Let me see. Right, and then I will also tweet. I'm having my breakfast at the moment, actually. I'm still so disappointed with the internet company yesterday, but nothing you can do about that. Okay. A track. All right. Now, forgive me while I munch. I'm gonna have my breakfast first, guys. I actually wasn't supposed to be here this morning. I had something I was gonna go study and learn, but I said to myself, you know what, everything happens for a reason, so okay. Since last night's stream didn't work out, I'll stream in the morning instead, and I'll do my learning on another day. Well, that's just how things go sometimes. Now, while I munch, I'll swap over to Enzo. I'm gonna pull up the chat on my phone as well. No, I don't think anyone was, but either way, I was like, I made the decision last night. I was like, you know what, I have to. It would be the right thing to do. Besides, last night I was supposed to finish testing for today's video, so I was like, you know what, better get it done. So, if anybody does show up, that's okay. If nobody does, that's also okay. I'm just gonna do my thing. Now. The first thing I need to do is go and gather these as per normal. I'm also wondering when they're going to release the patch notes for the update on the 10th. I'm like dying of anticipation. I want to see all the stuff that they're gonna do, you know? Hopefully it'll be soon. Hopefully.
That's an intriguing code, but still a piece of cake.
Yesterday night I was like super depressed about my stream dying, so Kaz is like chilling with me and watching Rings of Power. because like I was just like, oh man, I always hate it when my work gets interrupted. So I felt like super upset because, you know, there I was putting on a great show for the people, and then boom. But funnily enough, I actually believe that maybe it's not the internet company's fault. I feel like there's something else going on. I don't know what it is, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just paranoid. World seems sus these days to me. Hey, Maloud. Anyway, it is what it is. I'm just gonna stream, do my thing, enjoy myself. Well, that's always the way of things. That's why I'm very cautious about building up. You know, it might seem a little sad, but I've set these restrictions for myself because I know exactly what's gonna happen. It's not like I'll have the time to like super farm up anything, so I'm gonna be very cautious about my stuff.
Intriguing code, but still a piece of cake.
Mental focus? The Python's magazine is teeny tiny, just Deaky. So tell me, how would it be possible to run mental focus? Mental focus is only for weapons with very, very big magazines, my friend. Remember, mental focus only shows its value when it builds up. If you want to see my Python build from the pre-season, you can. It's still on my channel. I'll be finalizing it once I actually get my hands on Ultimate Freyna, but I will tell you right now that honest to God, it is a very difficult weapon to build correctly. Most of the mods are not useful on it, and you will not find much use. Even if you paired it with Gley's skill, I find it's not very useful. It's useful in certain circumstances, but no, mental focus still wouldn't be good.
Magisters have set codes that are
That's happened to me before, Maloud. How I wish it was Sauron that prevented my stream. At least I know who to be angry at. No. I tell you, the internet company, whatever they're doing, you know, whatever, because this didn't happen last year at all. This year, problems after problems after problems. I don't know why, and it's only been recent. It makes me worry that there's something going on in the world. Hello, Pedro.
codes of this level are child's play.
No problems. Last night I did, but not today. Well, touch wood, of course, that not today, but... Well, they're not in my country. Well, they haven't been, at least with this service provider. This service provider has been very good. So that's why I'm so disappointed, I guess, because I've supported and believed in them long before even coming here. They were very good. But, I don't know. Whatever they've been doing recently just hasn't been good at all. And that's always a shame. That's rough, Ziggy. Just Deaky, that is extremely rude. Like, if you're going to be racist, go into the naughty box. I spoke in plain English and you know that. So if you want to insult me, then get out of my stream. You are not welcome here. Plain and simple. The fact that you bother to ask a question and then come out with that rubbish. The next time I see you, I expect a full apology.
That's an intriguing code.
Or else you will be banned.
Still a piece
I hope you learned your lesson. I have no patience for people like you today. But anyway, coming back to the point, if you're having troubles entering the game, the issue might be on your end, because mine was my internet service provider. Nothing to do with the servers. I thought the servers were having an issue, but no. It was my internet service provider. I plan on finishing the testing I was doing yesterday. Unfortunately, my testing yesterday got interrupted, so... well, that's how it is.
The Magisters have set codes that are too easy.
No, my ISP is definitely the issue this week. Well, it was only one day anyway, but yes, it was definitely the issue. I can tell because everybody's stuff went down, not just mine. And as for what I'm testing, I need to... last night I was working on Glay's build with the Executor. I just wanted to see all the results, you know. But I didn't get a chance to do a real thorough in-depth test, so that was my issue. Like, I was literally just going through everything and working on it. But unfortunately, it was interrupted. I also have a few other things I want to do, but I'll start with that. One thing at a time, yeah? So, back at it we go.
The space-time fabric of the Void is extremely illogical.
Demirs, this appears to be a bug with the seasonal challenge. At the very least, it appears that after matchmaking was done, it no longer seems to be counting. You'll just have to wait for them to fix it. Because, quite frankly, I did all mine before the matchmaking change came in. I think that they need you to do it alone, so if you've been doing it in teams or with people, that's the problem. But regardless, it appears to be bugged, so don't worry about it too much. I'd say just, go with the flow. Yeah. A lot of people these days are doing invasions in teams for some weird reason. But I would prefer that everybody does them alone, because ideally they were supposed to serve as a check for your build to see whether you were ready for the rest of the content that was coming, i.e. the Deathstalker, Ultimate Freyna, the 400% infiltrations and things like that. A lot of people rush them without having endgame builds and without following my builds, so that became a problem. So if you haven't been doing them alone, and you haven't followed my build to do them, then that is basically the entire issue. And now it's bugged, so you'll just have to wait until the 10th. Hopefully they should fix it, because everybody's been suffering through that issue. Hey, Star. I mean, I can't explain it to me, as I finished mine, like I said, long before that, but everybody that has come and complained to me about it basically was doing them in groups. So, if your friend has 21 out of 25, then you have to figure out what is the difference between the two of you. Especially if he's able to complete his challenge, but you're not, then something is very wrong. Because as far as I know, everybody that I've spoken to has seen the challenge has been bugged. and there's nothing we can do until they fix it. But they should have... I don't know when the bug occurred. I know the bug was recent, but either way, it should be fixed on the 10th. Hopefully. Still, if your friend is progressing and you're not, definitely ask him what he's doing different, because there has to be a reason. Did you build my farming build? If you didn't build his farming build, then that's where you start. Use his farming build, grab a Thunder Cage, and go into infiltrations. You should not have any trouble leveling up your Lepic. In fact, everybody should not have trouble leveling up anything right now because infiltrations are so good. Infiltrations will basically help you level through anything in this game. Yep. The 10th is the Halloween patch, yes. But when you say you're struggling with leveling up your ultimate Lepic, did you follow my build to the letter? That's the first question I'll ask you, Dean. Did you follow my build to the absolute letter? If you keep dying, did you follow the external components? Are you using somebody else's build? Are you using the incorrect stuff? You need to follow the build strictly and make sure you have external components that are good. If you don't have external components that are good, then you need to farm them. The first and most important thing is, do you have survival on your external components? Did you watch the section of the build video that talks about external components? Are you watching my build video? Reactor will not affect death. If he's dying, that means external components are the problem, because he doesn't have enough health to survive. There's no build that I've built that has trouble surviving ever.
I am analyzing the void.
So the first question to ask is this person using my build? Are they following my build, or did they follow somebody else's build? Because if they follow, the second you follow somebody else's build, of course you're going to die. Of course you're going to go wrong. If you followed mine, then make sure your external components are the same as mine. If you did not farm your external components, that's where you start. If you're using some other external component, that is the problem. You need to start by getting the same external components that I'm using. If you have not gotten external components that are perfect, as in God roll, gold rolls, then see you later, Star. Then that is the big issue. If you're following my build, but you haven't survived, if you cannot survive, then that'll be your biggest issue. You must farm external components. External components are basically like what we all use to survive because they're so necessary to every single build. You must have your basic set. A lot of people like to use Slayer set, a lot of people like to use this and that. All rubbish. If you really want to succeed, your first set needs to be your HP support set. So you get your HP support, auxiliary power, sensor, you get the defense support memory. All of this is usually in the farming builds, and the reason why we have these is because they are a basic loadout. They are designed to just help you get your entire journey started, and that is the crucial key that everybody always forgets about. So if you have not yet done that, then that is what you start with. Once you start with that, you'll be a-okay. The first thing you should do when you get into hard mode is focus on nothing but, for the first 2 weeks at least, focus on nothing but your external components. Until you have God roll external components, do not do anything else. That is the only thing that should be on your mind. I need God roll external components. Anything less is unnecessary. Don't think about it, don't worry about it. External components only. Now, check your difficulty level rewards. There's memory for defense and auxiliary power for HP. These two are very crucial. Why? You can roll a HP support memory with a HP gold roll. You can roll a defense support memory with a defense gold roll. Go to these two locations now and farm your external components. That's what you need to do. And then you'll be fine. You should never ever follow a build without having the external components. Two things matter in a build. Reactor, external components. These two are the first most important things. The modules come after all that. So make sure you do that first. There you go. Well, Neverlands, that's kind of the key. This is why I tell people you need to tune into official creators. I taught everybody this first week of the game, practically. When you tune into official creators, a lot of people think it's such a waste of time to tune into stream. It's not. You really want to master a game like this, you really want to learn, tune into the official creators like myself. We will teach you the ways, because we're literally here to do things and show you the way to do things. That's our whole purpose. Yes. Die, Pyro, die. He always phases. There we go. Now, in the meantime, guys, don't forget to like the stream. The more that you guys like and share the stream, the more people can find this place. Help others. Help others find this place, because I tell you, you could be the one person that they'll say, okay, maybe I've seen it on this guy's social media, I'll click on it. And then it starts their whole journey of learning. And that's what helps them get good. And that's what helps them stick with the game. Because I tell you, there's nothing worse than following the wrong teachers. You trust somebody, you follow them, and they lead you down the wrong path and you feel frustrated with the game. That's not what you want. If you want the right things, then you always got to help others. Okay, Swamp Walker time. Let's see how this does. So far so good anyway. Yesterday I was trying to work on Obstructor, and that was when my internet cut out. So I'm a little scared, but I'm still gonna do it.
Subscriber detected.
Lol, missile spam. Ah, my mods are full. Okay, good. I have to go back and actually dump some. Now, in the meantime, if anyone hasn't yet registered me as their content creator, please make sure that you guys do so. All right, I'd be very grateful if you do. The link is there. Hit that link, register for free. The more supporters I have, the more I can do for you. Let's go get rid of some mods before we go off and start smacking around with Obstructor.
Welcome. You're here for modules, right?
Very good. Avril Cadabra. That's the way. I myself can't wait to work on the Afterglow sword. I really want to work on it, but the problem is... the big problem I'm having is that I have no catalysts. I'm saving them all for Ultimate Freyna, so as soon as she comes out, I've got 10 ready. But so many weapons I want to work on. Still haven't even finished my Perforator build. Then the new Scout Rifle is coming, and there's still Excava. You know, although, I mean, Excava's nothing fantastic, still. You know, I want to at least try it. Catalysts, the great weak point of everybody. If only I could buy them, but I can't. I must stick to the honorable path. I want to master all the weapons. But c'est la vie, c'est la vie. My time will come. I don't know. I haven't tested it, Ryden. People recommend it. I personally haven't tested it. I have some plans, but, well, if I plan on leveling weapons, I can't exactly use the Secret Garden anyway, so my personal thoughts is that if you haven't made it yet, I'm sure it'll be useful in future, but I personally haven't made it yet either. I don't think so, Sir Tommy Gun. Besides, it wasn't just me that was affected. I think if they started compensating for everything, you know, I don't think they'd make a lot of money. Besides, it is unfortunate, but yeah, it was down for about an hour and a half to 2 hours, but they don't usually compensate for that, and I don't think there's a requirement for them to do so either. So there's no company that's gonna stick their neck out and compensate, unfortunately. So I have to make up my own revenue, and that's why I'm here. No, it's not Avril Cadabra, because if you look at its negative effect, I believe it's skill cost. It will increase the cost of your skills. So always Never use any unique weapon without fully maximizing it. There's no point. You will literally just be wasting your time. A lot of people think like, oh yeah, I can just use this. I've told everybody dozens of times over, and yeah, I'll say it till I'm blue in the face. The fact of the matter is, if you are attempting to use it without constructing it fully, it's because you didn't work out whether or not the negative cost is going to harm you. And I tell you, for a lot of these things, the negative cost seems very small until you actually start using it in the field. And when it's down to the wire, that's where you will suffer a lot. The hell's going on here? The damage being dealt by these guys is a little bit low, weirdly enough. The only thing I hate about this guy, if he out focuses you, there's nothing much you can do.
Thank you for helping.
All right. Yes, unfortunately, like I've told people, the reason why I stopped making that is because there's no point in making that kind of rubbish. Once you have finished, like with the basic stuff in normal mode, you don't need that. That's why I made the ultimate F2P survival guide. Because that is all you will need to survive normal mode. After that, everybody should be investing in their builds. Congrats, George, but let's not, like, that shouldn't be something we bring to a positive vibe stream, George. Come now. You know better than that. I would like to maintain the positivity in stream, so don't do that again, please. Thank you. No, it's just random what they aggro. The bosses don't ever aggro the highest DPS character or whatever. That's not how that works.
New super chat received.
I hope so, Tommy. And thank you very much for the super chat. I appreciate that. Well, yeah, the boss just basically has a 1 in 4 chance of aggroing on anyone, so it doesn't really matter. Like, you just go in and you just start blasting. Like, they could aggro on you, they could aggro on your teammate. The problem in this game, and I think many people have talked about it, but I mean, also it'll be a bit wrong. There's no aggro system, which is weird. They really do need to introduce an aggro system, whether it's DPS, threat, however they want to introduce it. I feel that it is extremely important that they have such a system so that people know and understand it. But basically it's entirely random who they choose to target in every instance. Like, it could be me, it could be somebody else, it could be anybody else. Like, sometimes, like, you could be right in front of their face and they'll totally ignore you, you know? So, yeah, this is why I also feel like a lot of tanks were glossed over and they didn't receive a taunt, which is, to me, very strange. Like, all tank type classes should have a way of taunting foes to draw fire toward them. Like, that's the whole point. Exactly. So if in future, I do hope they'll introduce one. I'm sure things will occur over time that will change this, but it's still very silly that they don't even have this system in place. I personally think that it will be a valuable addition, in my personal opinion at least. Two Gleys with Executors, not bad. It's certainly no Haley, but it's doing alright. You see, now here he's focused on me. So no problem. For anyone that's wondering, George is talking about a different game. He's playing something else right now, so he was feeling a bit frustrated. But either way, you know, leave that at the door, George. This is TFD here, so you leave that at the door. If you're here to hang out, then let's keep positive vibes going. I think there's enough negativity in the world, yeah? As for people like that, if they are bothering you in a different game, report them accordingly, shame them on the internet, whatever you want to do. I would encourage that course of action, but definitely, you know, if you're here to hang out, then come. Let's have a positive, good time with our people, rather than worrying about that kind of stuff. You should know better than that, George. The taunt skill, I've heard, does affect Void Boss's track. It actually should. At least I've heard that it does. I mean, I'm sure you could test it. But either way, that's still not the right idea. Like, I don't believe that
Have you completed preparations?
that alone is good enough. You know what I'm saying? I just don't feel that that's good enough at all.
I am analyzing the Void paradox.
You know? Like, why is Jaber a turret guy being the taunter? It's strange. I'm definitely hyped for it. I'm excited to experience it. So I'm looking forward to the 400% infiltration modes. And of course, my builds will be top tier. I'm going to be experimenting. Like, my first thought is that I want to check out, I want to get all my hands on Ultimate Freyna. And once I get my hands on Ultimate Freyna, then I'm going to work on her. And I'm going to level her up in those 400% infiltrations. Like, first day, energy activator in, survival mod in, go. Straight into the 400%. And I think it'll be awesome. If I ever played with a rocket spamming Gley, the first thing I'll do is I'll report that person. If I ever catch any of you spamming rockets in public, straight away, hit your name, reported for griefing. No. Rocket spam is not the way to go. There are faster ways to kill. A good XP farm location. Depends on what kind of XP you're seeking, Mr. Just a Guy. Also, please, try to say hello when you first join stream, okay? There's a real person on the other end of the computer. Manners goes a long way. I am not a waiter. I'm not here to take your order. Alright? Please respect your streamers. You're trying to level up your Haley. Have you watched my streams before?
Transferring suppressor immediately.
Okay, that's one. Oh, I'm just testing, George. I actually am not doing any team-based stuff today. I am testing how fast this will work. Like whether or not it's any good. These guys don't know the mechanic, do they? Oof. Hello, Craig. They're new. Oh dear. What a shame. But that's okay. That's what makes testing like this. Aha! Somebody left. Great, I can leave. We creators aren't allowed to leave until somebody else does. Hello, Junior. What I'm doing today, George, is I'm actually just testing this build out in public situations, just making sure that it works as per normal. Once I'm sure of it, I can finally post it up. Yes, give me your rage. What do you need? Farm her.
To undertake a void intercept.
I don't know if I'll get her day one. I'm going to farm her day one. Getting her on day one is up to the RNG gods. Like, if on day one it says that I have to go and fight Deathstalker, then at that point, you know, I'm literally gonna have to call up my people. You too, George. Enjoy your evening and enjoy a good sleep. I'll see you on the next one. I have to call up my people and say, let's go fight Deathstalker straight away, because that's literally how it's gonna have to go. If that is what it's locked behind, we don't know how to farm Ultimate Freyna. So day one, we're going to have to figure out, you know, how to farm Ultimate Freyna. That's what I will do. Give me a rage. Did you watch my Dev Note 14 video? Because I'm pretty sure I talked all about that in that video. Did you watch that video? If you want the latest news and all that kind of stuff, please watch my update videos. Don't just watch the build videos. Don't just ignore this kind of stuff. If you want the information, I always, as soon as I know something, I will tell you guys. Please go do. I don't know why a lot of people always ask questions, but they never ever watch the videos. Here you go. Here's the link. I'm not talking about you, give me a rage, but there's a lot of people out there. They always ask me, hey, Robot, what do you think about this? I'm like, did you watch the video? No. I'm like, brother, why do you think I do these update videos for you? Like, why do you think I even do these update videos for the people? Do you think I just do them for fun? Like, I swear to God, so many people, I wonder. I really wonder. We have a
Proceeding
regular
first
bunny.
stage. Transferring suppressor immediately.
We have a regular bunny. We are done. We are done. We are cooked. Whoa, what's going on? What is that massive lag? Yo, what the hell? Something's going on here. Anyway, I don't know what happened with the screen. It's gone weird.
I must have been guarded.
Oof. That is a shame. No, no. Something messed up there and then. But it is what it is. It's going to be very, very difficult to do. They stand a chance if everybody knows the mechanic and can hit it really quickly. Just one more. I might stand. Ah. No, don't you shoot it, Juice! Arg. Come on. Oh, crap. That was no good. Didn't know that that was cleared. Yeah, I know. It's very difficult. Like this is not easy. I've given them the advice I can, but that's how it is. Well, Hacker, make sure you finish the main quest first. Once you're completely done with the main quest, you're good to go. There's no need to worry. Completing the main quest is all that really matters. After you're done with that, then you don't have to sweat anything further. Clear the main quest, get to the end, and, you know, off you go. Once you're in hard mode, then you can do your farming. Don't waste time farming in normal mode. I wasted too much of my time farming in normal mode. And I think that that was one of the biggest burdens ever, because normal mode is difficult. Normal mode is a struggle. But yeah, a lot of people go into Molten Fortress very inexperienced. They bring bunnies, they bring things like this, and it's like, why would you do that to somebody else? You're like literally hurting somebody else's game for no reason. You know, and I'm stuck. I can't just leave a match, even though I know it's already over. The shame of being a content creator. 3 bunnies. Okay. How cooked am I, guys? Let's hope they know the mechanic. I don't know why people play Bunny so much in boss modes. Like, she's great for farming. But why would anyone boss with a bunny? Like, don't. Alright, guys. Let's see on a scale of 1 to I am cooked, how cooked am I? And he's rotating because the bunnies are all over the place, so this is gonna be great. Look, the bunnies are making him rotate, so I can't focus on weak points either. This is why don't play bunny. Don't play bunny. You're just gonna destroy everybody else. Okay.
Molten Fortress approaching frenzied state. Transferring suppressor immediately.
Yep. I'll tell you the one thing. I don't believe in first timers. If you're not good at a game from the day you were born, then you are weak. Nah, I'm just kidding. There's nothing we can do. Just gotta hope and pray. Prayer is the answer. Did they manage it? Did they manage it? Please tell me they managed it. Oh, come on. What the hell?
Get up before somebody sees you like this. Time for a real
New subscriber detected.
No, I agree. First time's a doozy. But, ugh. This is why if you want to play games like this, you always have to invest in multiple characters. If all you have is Bunny, then my god, what are you doing with your time? Everybody should have at least 10 descendants. And they should not be Bunny. Okay, one of them left, so I'm out too, finally. Exactly. Even if you love Bunny that much, you have to do better. You have to do better. So, much like I predicted, we were totally cooked on that one. At the very least, I can say that this is working well. At least my build is working well damage-wise, but woof. Well, Mr. Dantify, that's why it is very important that people start learning that, hey, maybe they should stop listening to unofficial creators. When you listen to the wrong teachers, you always end up, you know? Yeah, 9cat, There is no build for crazy ultimate with cost reduction that you should be using for bossing, my guy. I speak as an official creator. If you want to succeed, using skill cost reduction and using crazy ultimate builds that are unofficial are going to get you killed, and you are going to fail most of your boss runs unless you are carried by somebody else. If you want to see the bossing build for Bunny, it is on my channel. However, I still don't recommend Bunny for bosses. If you want to really do these bosses, like these high-end bosses, Gley, Haley, you have to have a proper bossing character. If you bring a Bunny, then these situations will keep happening because she's not suitable for that kind of combat. She's not designed. She is not designed to actually succeed in that kind of thing. So please be careful of that. I am very grateful that you enjoy your builds, but I choose to believe in my builds. And I have no reason to ever use those kinds of builds because they are pointless. So for me, I've already found the most efficient farming build. I've already found the most efficient builds for you guys. If you want to use your own builds, you're welcome to, but just take note that you will not achieve good results. So that's my 2 cents on that. You're welcome to use whatever you choose. But at the end of the day, you want to succeed, please make sure you follow the proper methodologies, especially if you want to have a higher success rate. Okay, at least this time it's 2 Haleys.
I will end. Out of my way!
Let's see how this one goes. Also, you see the bunnies positioning there? They should not be there. Because if the boss aggroes on them and turns, then we're screwed. Now this time, because I know we've got 2 Haleys, the boss is most likely not going to aggro and turn. Okay, unfortunately he phased fast. Swapping over. There we go. Okay, there's one person here, so I move on. Bunny is only fine for Obstructor because she basically takes care of his mechanic. She's also technically okay for Frostwalker, but not the best result. Yes, until you have to kill bosses, Foxy. Now, how dare you show up to one of my morning streams when you don't normally show up to my morning streams, Foxy? Especially when I'm working on other games. My disappointment is immeasurable now. Hello, Cyborg. How's it going? Everybody's gonna phase again.
Fortress approaching frenzied state. Transferring suppressor immediately.
Instructor, I think you mean Obstructor, but no, he doesn't have healing totems. That's Devourer. Obstructor is the boss that looks like a purple pyromaniac with big shoulder pads. That's the Obstructor. His mechanic is that he summons these deadly balls. And if too many of the balls hit him, what happens is that he will do an insta-kill eventually. So, yeah. He's not an easy one. Come on. Ah, darn. Too slow. Yeah, I know. That was the build that I basically predicted. That build was already like pretty much known from the beginning. The issue is whether or not we'd be able to run a bossing build on her. So I think that that was what people were mostly looking at, like whether or not bossing builds would come into play. With her new module, it might be possible, and of course a gun build too. I think that that's what people wanted to see the most. Oof. As you can see here, we've got a bunny that's constantly going down. The Haleys are doing their best, but when you're one man down on the towers, it's just not possible. Oof. And I think this is why bunnies get such a bad reputation, because basically, although she can be used, the point is that most people who play her aren't very good, and they bring her into bosses thinking that they're going to get the job done. But it is impossible to actually do a perfect job when you don't have the right character. This is what I firmly believe. I'm glad to hear that, Give Me a Rage. Yep. Of course, Mr. Carice, I always give the best updates. Like, look, Bunny's a great character, but if you're not going to use a robot build on your Bunny, and more importantly, if you don't actually understand how she's used to fight bosses, then don't bring your Bunny into the boss. If you have some other build that you've copied from elsewhere, you bring that into the boss fight, you're literally going to ruin everybody else's day. Because we had that fight. But it was practically literally trying to drag a bunny across the finish line, which is like, that's not how we're supposed to enjoy playing a game, you know? So I hope everybody realizes that, look, Bunny's a great character. She is fantastic. And hey, Foxy, good to say hi. But she's a fantastic character for farming. She was never designed for bosses. She was only designed for the initial few bosses to get people started, you know? No, I refuse to do Rocket Launcher because Rocket Launcher is a cheese mechanic. Like, I know it can be done, but that's basically just making it so that, you know, everybody else has easier time. I don't want to do that because what I realize is that it's basically stopping people from learning the mechanic. If people want to really learn how to beat this boss, they gotta learn speed. Because my biggest fear is that Deathstalker may have a similar mechanic. What if Deathstalker is a character that has a mechanic just like that? What if Deathstalker has a mechanic that requires speed to be done? A Freyna and a bunny. Oh, what are the teams this morning? Oh, what are the teams this morning? Okay. Did I commit some grievous sin that I'm unaware of? Oh, wait, we might do it, The Haley's good, We did it. Whew, thank God for that Haley. Lol. That was a lucky one. That was a damn solid Haley. Ah, bless that Haley. Bless that Haley. Haley is such a goat. If you play Haley using my build, because I saw her snipes, right? She knocked down the boss, and because the boss was knocked down, I could pump out the shotgun shells. So we got a very early knockdown, and then basically with Executor plus Haley's damage, we could clear it. No problem. Okay, this time around, it's a level 14 Freyna, a level 40 Valby, and another Gley. All right, let's see how this test goes. God bless that Haley. I miss her already. The build? Please wait till later. It's just my glazed gun build, but I'm playing it with Executor. I'm learning and testing. Well, yeah, of course. I mean, Molten with the full-on sniper build? Hell yes. Easy breezy. Okay, no, this Gley is a sustained damage Gley. Oh dear, this is gonna be bad. I don't know if we can get the early knockdown. Oh, but they are riding it, so maybe there's a chance. There's a chance if we get fast enough.
Molten Fortress
Nope.
frenzied state.
Almost though, almost.
Suppressor immediately.
I respect that. Oh dear. Have to abandon, Okay, too slow for me. Okay, great. I have to go to the other side now. It's that one there. Come on. Yes. Aw. One there. Oh no. Night, Foxy. Yeah, but content creators rule. I have to try until somebody leaves. I missed that Haley that knew what she was doing. What a shame. What are these guys doing here? I do not understand anymore. I think my patience is getting more tested than my Gley. It's true. It's true. I think I'm starting to believe why people say, you know what? Colossi fights should be restricted to any character that is like, there should be a level restriction. If the character isn't at least like level 35, they should not be allowed to even join. It is unfortunate. Well, it's what I expect of the random population. Like I said, not everybody watches me. I would say less than 10% of the players watch me. If everybody watched me, there would be no problems. You'd literally have a squad of like the fastest players ever because everybody would know, ah, okay, multi-fortress mechanics, straight away go shoot. But either way, I have to fight until somebody leaves, so that's the rule. Exactly, it's not hard at all. It's just a straight shot through, you know? Oof. Well. If this is what it takes. I don't think it'll restrict it too much, but it's better than failing. So, there we go. Ah, okay. The dude was like playing the congas, but one of them left, so I can finally leave. The Executor build is being tested today, give me a rage. So you're not blind, but how can I release something without testing? My friend. Of course it's not there. It's being tested today. Although, like what chat said, the only thing being tested is not my build, it's my patience.
Do you need information about the Colossi?
You do realize that we go through very, and I mean very thorough testing. You just have to combine it until you get it pure acid. There's no methodology. Just keep combining. If you check the access info, it says only by combining. There's no other way. 4 Cerulean Descendant modules give the best chance of it. But realistically, I got mine combining random purples. So, yeah. It's so that I don't waste ammo Halo Strike. Even if you spam your ammo on it, there's a cooldown before it moves. So unless you want to waste all your ammo in case you get into a bad situation, I just know the timing already. So I just shoot it in accordance with the timing. You can spam your bullets at it, but it's not going to move any faster. So if you have seen my runs of it, we use this methodology of just tapping the button because there's a cooldown before the button moves. The button has to turn white before you can actually move it. So just be aware of that. Alright, let's see what the next team is. Pray for me. A normal Viesa, Bunny, and a normal Gley. Okay. Okay, and it's Dawon again. So, pray for me. Pray for me. This is self-torture. This is really self-torture. What is this going on here? I do not understand.
Molten Fortress approaching frenzied state.
Okay.
Transferring suppressor immediately.
Okay, somebody's shooting this one. Never shoot a button that somebody else is shooting or else you might screw yourself over. And that person was shooting the mobs. Okay, glorious. Love that. What in hell's reach? If somebody else is shooting something, fine, move on. Congratulations. You see, the problem is people don't watch streams enough. If they watch streams, they would learn a lot. That's why I always tell people, always watch streams. The more streams you watch, the more you'll learn. Because the same learning that I have, I pass on to you guys. That's the crucial key. The biggest question people always ask me is, how do I do this? How do I do that? I say, do you watch streams? No. You're not stealing a build from me, man. You're just copying one, and that's okay. You should always learn builds from the best. The thing is, when you steal a build now, try not to use that wording, because stealing a build means that you tried to take a build and post it as your own content, which I'm sure you didn't do. You know, so I know you're joking around, but you just don't want that kind of negativity following you, you know what I'm saying?
Damn it.
Of course they are. Haven't you noticed? The people who don't watch me are the ones who screw up. Because if they watched me from the beginning, they would never screw up. Shame. Well, nothing much we can do. I have to fight till somebody leaves, so... And you know what's the worst part? People check their DPS at the end, they're like, oh, but I did like 70 million damage. I'm like, yes, 2 minions. You do realize that minion damage is included in here. And that's why a lot of people go wrong. Because they think that their builds are doing work, but their builds are actually just damaging the minions and not the bosses. The thing is, you have to damage the boss in order to succeed. We almost had it. I'm glad I'm the only one. I don't mind being the only one, but dear Lord. I pray more people find me. Come on, good Lord. God, I've been a good boy for most of the year. Surely you can forgive your sinful son and give me and grant me teammates that actually know the mechanic. Have to wait till it resets. Okay. Yeah. P-E-I-N, pain. If you're wondering why I'm not even shooting the meatballs, is because... Oh, finally that one left. Okay, great. I can leave too. Should you be concerned about the stages of this game? Depends on what you mean by the stages, who knows? Why am I doing this to myself? Because learning is important. That, and I guess I guess I just really want to see for myself. You know how sometimes you just have to see the situation for yourself? No, the pool of matchmaking people should always be whatever. It doesn't matter whether you matchmake with the same people or not. I guess I'm doing a little personal experiment on whether or not they can actually evolve their knowledge. Oh, that. No, don't even worry about that. Who knows? Look, I'll be real with you. Every game that releases in the early stages ends up like this. This is a long-term game. Don't even be concerned about it. I tell you, everybody's gonna have fear about, oh, this game's gonna disappear for the next 6 seasons, around about. Then after that, the game's gonna start getting really good, and then all of a sudden we're like, all the people that were here will have everything, and then all the new players will be like, oh man, I wish I got into this game earlier. It's happened with every single game like this, so I'm not even worried. Nexon has made like tons of money off skins. The only thing that I would say is that if you don't want this game to pass away, keep supporting creators like me, because we're the ones that will help you keep it alive. But for the most part, just register me as your creator. Don't think too hard about it. Renew your support every month. Come back every few months to see the game. You'll be perfectly fine. A level 1 Gley, a level 13 Valby, level 39 Valby. And yeah, console, if you add that in, we're actually sitting around 30-40k players. I'm not even sweating because Xbox is massive. All right, let's see how this goes.
Molten Fortress approaching frenzied state. Beginning emergency transmission of the frenzy suppressor.
Well, if the level 1 succeeds, you know, I can't complain, can I? They can't be worse than the bunny. So let's see what happens. One of them is a rocket Gley. Okay. Cool. Let's see how they do. Level 1 rocket Gley, huh? Not quite sure what he was thinking there, but okay. Come on, one more. There we go. Don't worry about the alternative. Like, you'll get shot focus when you get shot focus. So just use anything else that you want in there. There's no right or wrong answer. People always ask me, what's the alternative? I say, don't even worry about the alternative. Just shove whatever you want in there. Like, don't even sweat it. You literally cannot go wrong, so don't worry about it. Just shove whatever you want in there until you get it. You'll be okay. So a lot of people, if you want to know, they like to use focus on singular or singular specialist. Either way, all that works. Oh dear. Lol, these guys all died. These guys could handle the mechanic, but they were under level. Please do not come in under level. That's the entire point, Mr. Dantify. I'm ready. It's gonna be a good one. But anyway, everybody always worries about, oh my god, is this game dying? I'm like, no. No. I'll tell you. Do you know what's the sign that a game is dying? The sign that a game is dying is when AsianRobot stops making content for it. When I'm not trying to sound arrogant here, but I'll tell you this one thing. If I stop making content for a game, it means that that game is dead for sure. Alright? If I stop making content for a game, it means that game is dead. If I haven't stopped making content for a game, if I'm still making content, if I'm still around streaming the game's not dead yet. Yep. Miserable existence. Love that name. Anyway, as you can see, there's so many different people doing this. They're all just terrible. Okay, this time we got a Viesa, Valby. Let's see how it goes. Come on, let's have some bets in chat, guys. Are we cooked on this one or are we gonna win? All right, you know what? I should start a little betting ring. This is like the new age version of cockfighting. All right, am I gonna win, or are the randos gonna kill me? All right, place your bets now, ladies and gents. High roller, high roller. All right, early knockdown achieved. And the robot's in it. The robot's in it to win it. Okay, Molten Fortress in phase.
Transferring suppressor immediately.
Oh my god, the bets are cooked. Come on, it ain't that bad. Surely, surely. Oh. There's the last one left. Just needs a little bit more. Come on. I will stop those balls. No, yes. Remember, you got nothing better to do. Shoot the balls. If you can stop one wave, sometimes you can do it. Hey, I'm glad you had a fun night. I'm undergoing self-torture right now. High roller, high roller. No, no, no. I might make it. I might make it. I might make it. I might make it. I might. Ah.
Molten Fortress approaching frenzied state. Beginning emergency transmission of frenzy suppressor.
Go this way. Quickly. Oh no. The level 16 is incapacitated. No! Ah, he didn't finish his. Nope, restart it. Okay, okay, okay. We have to try again. We have to try again. Come on. Ah. For real. Shame. I think they will. I mean, it would make sense to me that they release new maps. Well, no, it's not just my patience. I'm a content creator. I can't leave. Okay, wait. They did it. They did it. Freaking hell. Yes. Okay, great. Okay, 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 okay. We're in, we're in, we're in, we're in. And we just defied all odds. Somehow, we managed that. Pumped out 71 million damage to clear that. Oof. But I think that we will only see new maps around Season 2 onwards. So don't expect them now, but Season 2, Season 3 around there, that's when we'll start to see them, I think. Now then, ladies and gents, if you're enjoying the show, please make sure you guys register me as your creator. Nightbot will put up the link. Hit that link, register me. I'd be very grateful if you do. The more supporters I have, the more I can do for you. All right, if you supported me in the past, please make sure you extend your support, because if you don't do that, all right, it's going to be problematic. And we're going in again. I'm invested now. I'm gonna coach these people come hell or high water, and they will learn. They will learn through the experience of having me in their team. They're gonna learn how to do this properly. Nope. I'm a YouTuber. There's no Twitch drops here. If you want to, you can go check out some of the other official creators that are on Twitch. I'm not, but you can go visit them if you like. You only need to watch for about 2 hours. I don't have Twitch drops. I am purely a YouTuber. So what I normally suggest to my viewers is that if you really want the Twitch drops, go watch some official creator for 2 hours and come back here. Simple and easy. As long as you are committed to the robot, I don't care who you end up watching for the drops. Okay. Haley, Ajax, Mario, and another Haley. We got this. We got this, guys. All right. Are we cooked or are the Haleys bad? Let's figure this out. All right. Let's see what happens. Okay. Molten Fortress is staying up close and personal. Okay, early knockdown. I think the Haley's got this. I think the Haley's got this. No, not enough DPS. Arg. And that was such an early knockdown too. They weren't using full sniper builds. With 2 Haleys, they should have been dead. Okay, it doesn't matter. All we can do is suffer. Those last 2, connect him, connect him, connect him. There we are, beautiful. Easy. It's on their Twitter. They talked about it on their Twitter. So they also posted about it. Yeah, they mostly posted about it in their tweets and on Reddit. The only one suffering is you, Star, because I know how much you miss me. Why does nobody cover the Twitch drops? Because they kind of suck, Mr. Dantify. And plus they do tweet about them. So yeah, I mean, you want to see them, I can link you right now if you want. Here's the post. There you go. That was a victory. That was victory. Exactly. You always suffer, Star. Told you. When you're not in the presence of the greatest being on Earth, I know it's suffering. It's okay. It's okay. I know you like to bask in my glorious presence, but such is life, eh? Every major update. Not every update. So every major update, I would say expect a Twitch drop. But for now, yeah, definitely there's a Twitch drop here. But nobody usually covers them because they come like a couple of days beforehand and they're pretty bad. Can I play as Haley against Molten Fortress? Already did that multiple times. Today I'm testing the Executor. So I hope you don't mind, Halo Strike. But I've done that multiple times in the past, so you can check out my videos, check out my past streams. This is why I say, you gotta catch all the streams, alright? Even the ones where I don't play this game, so I can introduce some interesting new games to you guys. You guys want the best, you gotta come to the robot, alright? Don't be going to some bootleg out there. You know, you're not gonna get the right stuff. You want the real deal, ladies and gents. You want the cream of the crop. Okay, Gley, Haley, and a bunny. It's always a bunny. Are we cooked, guys? Have your say in chat right now. All right, are we cooked? That's why you gotta watch the morning streams and the late night streams, and you gotta sacrifice your sleep and your life, all for the sake of me. I am the content dealer. If you are not sacrificing your life for me, are you truly living? No, 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 no. All life must be sacrificed to me. Blood. Blood, ladies and gents. Of course, the bunny was turning around the Molten Fortress, so this is cooked as heck, but I'll try and win. Come on. We can do it. We can do it. We do have a rocket launcher Gley here, you know, acting a fool, so maybe this will work. Almost there, almost there. Yep. Just one last one. Come on, Gizmo. Count on you, buddy. Gizmo! Yep. Gizmo done it. But the rocket launcher guy was not even like launching. I was like, what? And now I bet you, all right, that it's gonna be the bunny that thinks he carried this somehow. I have a feeling. All right, they're gonna start believing. It's gonna be like Neo in the Matrix, but worse. You're gonna start believing he's the chosen bunny. You know, I did it at level 25, bro. Have you ever seen those people on Reddit? They're always like, oh, I did this boss at level 25. It's like, homie, you were carried through the boss at level 25. Valby needs a buff, of course. What the hell? Well, this is messed up. Guess we're doing it again. I agree. It's good. Come on. What is this Dello doing? Like, bro, is he sabotaging? I swear, I saw that guy like shoot a thing that was already completely done. Maybe my eyes deceive me. Maybe I'm just angry and filled with rage. Maybe I just haven't had enough cans of Bang Energy. I'm just kidding, I don't drink energy drinks. But really, what the hell? I saw him sabotage that shit. No! Nah, Dello, come on, bro. You gotta participate. What is this? Even the bunny is helping. Nah, 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 nah. What the hell, man? Oh, come on. Lord, give me strength. Because my patience is being tested. On this day. The enduring build's already on my channel, man. I don't know why everyone always asks me about my builds when they're already on my channel. Like, bros, where you been getting your builds? Don't tell me you've been getting them from some bootleg ass source. All right. I can't leave until somebody else leaves, so that's the rule. So if these guys want to endure, then fine, I'll endure with them. But my enduring legacy builds are already on my channel. Everybody should know my builds inside out by now. The fact that you don't know my build, Mystical Kensei, how dare you? You're new to my channel? How dare you be new? How dare you not know of me? I was here before time was even a thing. I'm like the Tom Bombadil of this game, okay? Old robot was here before the sun and the stars and the moon and the winds. But yeah, study my entire playlist of videos. Somehow? What the hell? Oh, come on. Do a heal. Do a heal. The hills have eyes. Okay, finally one left. Good. Finally the torture's over. Going okay, Ash. No, I can understand using it with Rocket Gley, but you know, I want these people to learn, so I'll make them learn. Enzo's not really good for this. I mean, he can deal a lot of damage, but he's not necessary. Gley's the only one who can cheese it. Is Freyna's Venom Synthesis good? Haven't tested. I'll test it after Ultimate Freyna comes in, so you can wait for all the tests then, because I don't want to invest in normal Freyna, you know? And I like to be thorough with my tests. Nah, I refuse to Rocket Gley. These people will learn the hard way. If they cannot learn the hard way, you know, then they will suffer. And I will suffer with them. Hey doll, merry doll, ring-a-dong-dillo. Ring-a-dong, hop along, follow the willow. Tom-bom, jolly Tom, Tom-bombadillo. Frostwalker, you can just murder him. Oh my god, it's Raglan parody again. Okay, let's hope that they survive this. Hey doll, merry doll, ding dong a dillo.
transmission.
They didn't exactly nerf him to the ground. He was always easy to kill. The only thing they changed was his mechanic, which is good. I feel that his mechanic was a bit too unfair. Like, I'll have to be honest with you. His mechanic was way too unfair for the average player. Unless you're saying that you can aim to kill him before the mechanic even triggers, and that's a whole different story. Ah, why is there a hole there?
I must have left the guard down.
Oh, they're 100% trolling me. Ah, of course. If anyone's wondering why I'm putting myself through this suffering, I'm just interested to see what life is like for... Ah, of course. The bunny is the first to leave, so I go too. Steve Games, no, I don't have a separate vid for that. I would say just follow my builds. Frostwalker was just a big hurdle because back then Haley didn't exist and everybody had to use Lepic as well. So this is the big problem because Lepic could only be done in a glass cannon way in the past. Things yeah, they didn't have their stuff built correctly and there weren't a lot of options. Now he seems too easy because more options were given. For example, the other bosser that we have now is Haley, so Haley and Lepic combined together, it's pretty powerful. The thing is, a lot of people are now hard stuck in Mold Fortress because they don't know how to do this. And it's always a bunny. It's always a bunny. I tell you, it's not that people were gatekept. Princess Star is right. People were gatekeeping themselves. You want to know why? Because everybody wanted to play only one character. Everybody did not understand what you're supposed to build to beat him. And this, I don't blame anybody else because it was tough. All these content creators rushed to the end and they forgot about everybody else before that. And by the time I came up, everybody was already dispirited, you know? This is why I told Nexon in the first place. But of course, you can't really stop the content rushers. And you can't really stop people from giving people the wrong idea. But how many thousands of people out there were burned by following the wrong teachers? And now, only now, how many of you are only discovering me now? Had everybody followed me from the beginning, everything would have been fine. No. They chose to follow some random dark wizard instead of old Tom Bombadillo. There you go. Okay, 9S again, a Haley, and an Ajax. Let's see how this goes.
Molten Fortress approaching frenzied state. Transferring suppressor immediately.
I hope so. You see, my problem is not that the bunnies are weak or anything, no. What that person was doing there, and this is why they wanted to tell me earlier that yes, you know, they have a build that has like this maximized MP cost and whatnot. Like, I get that there are these reductions, but unfortunately, no matter how much damage you deal sustained over time, unless you're bursting the boss down, the boss doesn't get knocked down very easily, which is why Haley and a lot of others shine. For example, Viesa is actually not a bad bosser in terms of the amount of damage that Viesa can do, but it's just the time it takes to deal the damage that causes problems, because the more damage you deal, the faster the boss frenzies, right? So even if you're dealing a lot of damage, if you're dealing it over time, the boss is going to frenzy fast. And that's the biggest issue. Once the boss frenzies fast, you're kind of stuck. All right, here we go. All right. Oof. Nope. I have to quickly abandon. Okay, he's been knocked down temporarily. Good, good, good. Hey dong, merry dong, ding dong, a diddle. There we go. That one 30 mil, I can accept that. Alright. That's a successful one. Unfortunately, Willow, that's kind of the key. A lot of videos are wrong. Maybe I should make my own video. It'll probably take some time. Anybody know what happened to Scars or Classified? I've got no idea who or what you're talking about, my guy. If you're referring to any other creators or people like that, then definitely do not ask here and do not refer to anybody by name. So please do clarify, and please take note that we don't talk about anybody else here. Somebody's smoking things they shouldn't smoke outside. That's what a lot of people do, Mr. Dantify. When they first come in, they will just literally try and spam everything they possibly can. Okay, we don't have a Haley this time, so this is gonna be a bit rough. Hey, DJ. Lol, star. Clean stream, you nerd. The skull of this turtle is insane. If this person can hold on long enough, I might be able to kill this thing. Darn. It was a damn good job though. He's got this. Dell, come on, we're all counting on you. There we go. Hey dong, every dong, ding dong, dilly. Oh yeah. I don't think so, Mystical. Or at least not that I've heard of. If we talk about cosmetics, I haven't heard of them. Not yet, anyway. I don't think the Nexon would focus on that because that's more of a Western dev thing, but I mean, could be. We'll see. And never trust leaks, of course. As I always mention, leaks are not to be trusted. And I always tell people that 68 mil, not bad. I'll always tell you guys this one thing straight up, alright? Never look at leaks. Anything that's leaked is not to be considered. The only thing that you should ever worry about is what I say. If an official creator didn't say it, don't worry too much about it. And even if it's an official leak, or some people claim it's an official leak, you know, chances are unlikely. Yeah. A lot of people always fall for these leaks, but I tell you, don't worry about them and don't look at them at all because it's all clickbait. When it's really gonna be in the game, I will be the one to tell you. One more time. Well, we shall see. Like I said, I've heard nothing about this, so... And, of course, again, as an official creator, I would not be discussing leaks or things like that, or rumors. I don't discuss those, because what I say could be taken incorrectly by people. They may think it's fact. So, I apologize, Kensei, but I will not be discussing that. I'm going to stop that discussion there. Alright? So... if there is something official that I want to talk about with you guys, I definitely will. But if it's not confirmed as literally from an official source, as in the devs didn't tell me, hey, Robot, talk about this, I'm not going to talk about it. So I hope you guys understand my stance on that. I'm a professional. This is part of my career. This is what I have to do. So, again, this is why on my channel, I do not discuss any potential leaks, any unconfirmed rumors, things like that. If anybody comes to me with a rumor, I put it out straight away because... most of the time, these are not things I should be discussing. And again, as a professional creator, other games are not going to want to work with me if I'm seen as the kind of guy that literally, you know, runs my mouth about everything. Yeah, it could be a concept, it could be a future thing. All I know is that none of this has been discussed at all in an open space whereby I should be talking about it. So I hope you guys understand that. Please respect that, okay? Let's put an end to this discussion now.
Molten Fortress approaching frenzied state. Transferring suppressor.
Thank you for understanding. As a professional, I've got rules that I know not everybody has to follow, you know, but these are the rules that I must follow. Because again, much like how people are employed, you know, in normal situations, no game company is going to want to work with the guy that runs his mouth about everything. You know, if I'm seen as that sort of guy in the industry, I'm cooked. And I wouldn't want to, you know, suffer through that. Because I gotta feed my family. Please. Yes, there we go. Hello, random turtle. You want a shot it to your face? Aww.
Molten Fortress reaching frenzied state. Transferring suppressor immediately.
Although I could understand a module like that, I disagree with it completely. All I want is more power. Power is all that matters. Cast time? Well, I suppose it could be useful in some weird tinkery build. You never know. There's always a chance of that, right? on, come on, come on, come on. One more. Please. Yes. There we go. Why is Alpha always holding his chin? I have no idea. See, my thought is, Mr. Dantify, will it make me a build that'll be even stronger than what I have? Because I find that nowadays, the only thing I care about is power. Raw power. You know? Perhaps people might think of me as Sauron. But no, I crave power. There must be more power. And if there's not enough power, then I need more. And that's why they're literally introducing modules that increase firearm attack and skill power for those characters that don't really build into crit. This is what I want. I need power. That's all I want. More power. Power to ignite the very stars themselves.
Are you ready to undertake a Void Intercept battle assignment?
Okay, now. I somehow feel like these guys are learning. Maybe I should do sessions like this, you know, just keep going in with randoms and let them learn. You know, some guy just claimed that he can do 3 million with Bunny without high voltage. I can't wait to see this guy prove that, because that's not gonna happen. You think Nexon will add a way to change our name in game? You can ask them. Make it a suggestion. No, I mean, he means 3 million per hit with his lightning emission. It has a skill power modifier below 200%, and this man is claiming that he can hit 3 million per hit with that. I said, okay, sure, cool. I can't wait to see that. Yeah. Okay, guys, world's best bunny is about to show you 3 million damage. Oh yeah, I'm waiting for him. I'm waiting for him to back it up with a video. I say, okay, come on, you back it up with a video. You back it up with a video. I say, you put that video in public on your channel. I want to see that. I want to see that. Oh no, you know, like all these people, I can't wait to see what kind of godly builds they can come up with. Cause sure, hey, 3 million damage per pulse? Whew, sign me up, man. Without high voltage? Dude, if I put on high voltage, I'd do even more. Sign me up, man. I'd take that build. I would switch over to that build. You know, if somebody really had that build, okay, please, by all means, you know, show me. I will happily call them God. I will happily call them Jesus.
Molten Fortress approaching frenzied state. Beginning emergency transmission of the frenzy suppressor.
Okay, these guys are getting faster. I like it. Come on, come on, come on. It was just one shot. Okay, someone's clinging on. Someone's clinging on. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. I know, right, Mr. Dantify? No, I can't wait. I can't wait to see 3 million per hit, you know, on a Colossi. I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting, bruh. Like, yo, best bosser in the game. Oof. Oof. I don't think even a glass cannon build could do that, but I'm waiting for the video. I'm waiting for the video, you know. Let it not be said that I'm not an open-minded man. You know, if somebody can show me, I will say I'm wrong. I will say I am wrong. Please, show me. Show old Tom Bombadil how it works. Now, ladies and gents, if you're enjoying the content, please make sure you register me as your creator. All you gotta do is hit that button right there. Alright, choose the right creator. And of course, if you registered me more than a month ago, then make sure you extend your support. Alright, see that link right there? Hit that link, register me as your creator right now. I'd be very grateful if you do that. Actually, it is possible, but with high voltage, and it depends on your crits. So, there is realistically a way to do it. Right? I can loosely show you. Tell you what, just for fun. Just for fun. Okay, guys? I can loosely show you. This is a bossing build, right? Now, if I wanted to do a full-on bossing build, what I could do in order to maximize the amount of damage that I'm actually dishing out, right, is I could actually take out Spear and Shield. Okay, so how I would do this is if I wanted to go like as glass cannon as possible. All right, here's what I'd have to do. First and foremost, we'll take both of these out and we'll swap to electric special, focus on electric there, and then we have singular, focus on singular, right? So we take out battle of stamina because this is no longer necessary. Now, taking out all this, right? So you're looking here, you would need to swap this to an Almandine. Okay, if you swap this to an Almandine, then what you have is essentially, like you see this, although you're increasing the range, right? If you were to have like just this much range is enough, you've got no negative modifiers, right? So since you've got no negative modifiers, you have all this, what you would need is emergency, the other crit one. So emergency measures, that would have to go here. So you have to put an Almandine in here for emergency measures. Then what I would personally do is I would take out skill expansion and swap that over for the electric Synctium. So I should have just one catalyst I can put in there. Just for fun. Just for fun. Yeah, I can spare one catalyst. So we'll put in emergency measures here. Now we'd have to take out Spear and Shield, so there'd be no defense in this build whatsoever. And you'd get something. Now, you would actually probably still need another Almandine slot here. Alright, so electric Synctium. The only thing is that, oh wait, but I'd be losing skill power still. It's roughly the same actually. I wouldn't need another slot. So realistically speaking, if I were to just put my Spear and Shield back on, the only way that you could increase your damage any further would be to introduce the electric Synctium, which would basically up your damage a little more, but there's nothing else you can sacrifice unless you were to take out increased HP, which is probably not the wisest case. So this is literally the maximum possible damage that you could deal. All right. Now, obviously, we're not going to do that, but let me just level up my bunny a bit and I'll show you what it can do. Shouldn't take long. Old Tom, Merry Tom, Tom Bombadillo. How can you find your Nexon ID? you should already have a Nexon ID. Have you linked your account? Because if you haven't linked your account, you won't have a Nexon ID. So if your account is linked, then you should be able to log in no matter what. You should know your Nexon ID. Your Nexon ID is what you created the account with. If you did not create the account with the Nexon ID, then, well, that's your problem. So if you logged in with PSN, that means you don't have an Nexon ID yet, which means your account is not linked, so you better start linking. But it's okay even if you link your account if you've got no Nexon ID. So create your Nexon ID. Go to the Nexon website, create your Nexon ID. Otherwise, you cannot support creators. You're basically playing on a guest account if you haven't linked your account. If you go to the account linking section and you're not linked, Nexon account not linked, it means you don't have a Nexon ID. You're on a guest account. You're not wrong about that. Bunny is let down by critical consistency, and I do not disagree with that. That is probably one of the biggest things that Bunny suffers from. The fact that her crits are relatively inconsistent. But she can still do relatively high damage. And like I said, I will happily showcase that. You're most welcome, Junk. Anyway, just give me a second. It won't take me long. Just gonna speed run the shenanigans. I'm not farming for anything. I was build testing, and I'm showcasing stuff to my audience. It depends on which character. I might do it for specific character Steve games, but certainly not in general, because that's too much effort. And quite frankly, not very many people are interested in that because it's not important. The only thing that is important is, and look, I'm genuinely not trying to sound mean when I say this, but the only thing that is important is just following the build. Just follow the build, don't think too much. When you overthink everything, right, you're going to suffer. And your experience is going to be limited. Even if you know all this stuff, how's it going to help you if it's not for build reasons? Especially if you don't have the time to test it. If it's just curiosity, that's not helpful to anyone. So I would say, just follow the builds, don't waste too much time. If there was a great demand for it, or if like everybody was going to enjoy it, then sure, but right now there's no demand for that. So I do apologize. Oh, this is my farming build, dude. This is not the bossing build. I'll show you guys the bossing build after I level up. I'm not going into Colossus at level 1. You know?
Serious? So slow.
There are also some unspoken rules for a bossing build anyway, that I'll show you guys another time. This is just the farming build, so this doesn't even have dangerous ambush. So I'm just doing this so that you guys can... Oops, and I forgot to change to Disastrous. My bad. I should change to Disastrous. Sandflies in the grass, bees on the hill. Okay, sorry. Switching over to Disastrous. I do have a bunny reactor for Disastrous specifically.
HQ here.
Where
Commence
is
mission
it?
to
Here it
recapture
is.
Magister Lab.
Not the greatest, but it'll work. Now, if I had perfected stats, I could probably do even more, but like I said, I'll show you what this can do without perfected stats on a reactor. Then later on, with perfected stats on a reactor, you'll get a chance to see even more.
No chance.
once this is done. I'll probably need about 2 more runs, but yeah. The only weakness to my variant of the farming build is that although it's very efficient, it needs enemies to kill. Without constant enemies to kill, it suffers a bit compared to others. But them's the breaks. There we go.
Thank you.
I probably need 1 more run. Actually, if I were to smash Biolab twice, yeah, okay, I can show you guys after I smash Biolab twice. That should put me close to like the 30-ish section. Okay, let's try and adjust that a little bit. Okay, all that clean. There is a character XP gain modifier that I had somewhere. Ah, there it is. We'll just slap that on for a bit. This is fine. Set to the biolab. I'll just run it in public, so it'll go a bit faster. Actually, wait, I'm a bunny. Do I even need public? Nah, private. That'll do. We'll just barrel through it real quick. Yeah, you won't get a lot of MP because you are literally relying on MP collector. So that's why, like, even later on in the 400% infiltrations, I'll rely on MP collector. That's basically the thing. Because that, I think, is the big key. If you rely too much on that, it's usually no good. Fair enough, Steve Games. And like I said, I don't disagree with your idea of fun. It's just that I don't really see a lot of opportunity for me to do that right now, because not only will it take a lot of time, I need to be very keenly aware what videos do people want to see. You see, like I'm not trying to ask you to pay me, but I'm just saying, like, if somebody were to pay me to make a video and they were like, hey, I'll cover your entire video cost, doesn't matter if it only gets 10 views, you know, do this one video, I'll say okay, I'll do it, you know, no problem. But if I'm not going to make money from the video, then I can't feed my family. So you got to understand that perspective, Steve. That's why, like, sure, I can understand that you might want something for fun because you can't test it for yourself, but unless you can guarantee me that it's going to get 60,000 views, then, you know, I can't really step away from what I would normally do to do that. Rather, I just keep putting out the video content that more people will want to see, so that over time the views build up and therefore I make revenue. So for me, that's very important. So I hope you understand that. The thing is, Mr. Dantify, there's a lot of builds there that will underperform. If you really want infiltration speedruns, then my build is the best way to go. I understand that a lot of people are like, oh yeah, I want to have an infinite run, and that's cool, and it's a fun little meme, but it's not going to work really well, because at the end of the day, what you're trying to balance is speed and power. And that's why my work is the most efficient there is, because I've already balanced it out for you guys. You know, I've made it so that you will never lose out. Like here, you won't lose out. You're able to run, jump, do whatever you're supposed to do, and just barrel through. Like, that is the intention and purpose behind this particular build. It might not be the most reduced skill cost, or, you know, you might not be able to run infinitely forever, but anything that you do zap is going to die. Pretty much, yeah. And that's the whole issue. I do not like to sacrifice everything. Like, for me, everything has to be perfectly balanced on a knife's edge if possible. And that's what efficiency is about. It's not the most fun, but it'll make sure that you can do things quickly. Because I know how difficult it is for people to actually, you know, find time to play for most individuals. You can claim Twitch drops with a guest account.
Serious?
You don't need a Nexon ID to claim Twitch drops, but if you want to get certain things, or in future, if there's any problems, you probably want to be on a Nexon account. Nexon account right now is mostly for supporting creators, but you don't know what programs they'll have in future. Now, this is not confirmed, but in future I did hear them say that they wanted to have a program whereby those who support creators will get rewards. I don't know if that'll still happen. There's been nothing said about it since the preseason. But that's why it's always better for any game to link your account. I always encourage people, link your account no matter what. Whether you want to or not, there is no account security risk. Nexon already has all your data and information from Steam side. So linking your account is just a very safe way to do things. Thank you very much. I appreciate you supporting the creators like me. Thank you very much. Well, realistically, the 10th will just allow you to change your weapon mounting. So for most people, it's not that you want to be running around with a rocket launcher, but basically, like, yes, you can, if you've got a really good reactor with really good rolls, like for example, me, I don't have to be limited to Nazastras. Now, I do like Nazastras, don't get me wrong. In the first place, I would have used Nazastras, but because of the defense reduction, it's fantastic. But, you know, like if I wanted something else, or if I had a good reactor with like way better stats, I could put Nazastras on it and then run around with that. There we go.
Good job, Descendant.
Well, at least you'll be able to change that. Doing good. I'm doing good every day. I never have any problems. Will they ever have a full list of weapons in the access menu? The access menu is just for ultimate weapons. The full list of weapons that are non-ultimate are just in the weapons list. So I just go to weapons list and you can see everything. Oh, even the ultimates are here now. So you want a full weapons list is here.
Commence mission to recapture the bioexperiment lab.
The access info is just for where to find the ultimate parts. For Bunny, you want the skill attack versus Colossus, and if possible, skill critical hit damage. Oh, I'm not going anywhere. TFD is my moneymaker, I tell you. So I want to get everybody to support me someday. Someday it'll happen. Now, of course, that's impossible because there's always those people that dislike me, or they don't really gel with my professional style, but that's them. That's a them problem. But yes, I will be here forever, don't you worry. The only time I will go is if there is a really, really good game that pays me really, really well. But so far, I haven't seen one of those come out. Everything thus far has been a disappointment. I did think about Throne and Liberty, but unfortunately, the big problem with Throne and Liberty is that it's not available in Singapore. They cut out the entire Southeast Asia region, which is not very good. So I am a bit disappointed with Amazon, and, you know, I think that maybe they need a bit of a wake-up call, because it's clear to me that they don't really respect the Southeast Asia region. And that's not a good thing, in my personal opinion. But hey, that's on them. At the end of the day, I can't change their mindset, and I've got no desire to do so. I was thinking about Path of Exile 2 and Monster Hunter Wilds, of course. You know, those games I think will be fantastic. And Monster Hunter Wilds is going to be really good too. So yeah, I mean, well, I don't like to mention the game that I got my start on, but it was a monster hunting type game that I used to play. And I used to make all sorts of builds there and stuff like that. So definitely, once Monster Hunter Wilds comes out, I have no doubt that I'll be on that. That I will be on that. Yeah, see, I want to get my teeth into an ARPG, but the problem is that Path of Exile 2 is what I'm waiting for, and Diablo 4, although it's great, the creators there are now already established, and also, I just don't have the momentum to keep up with it. You know, I just really don't. So I'm gonna stick to what my pathway should be. And I think Path of Exile 2 might be my path. Yeah, that's a shame, Aloud. Yeah, unfortunately, Throne and Liberty is under Amazon. NCSoft partnered with Amazon, and Amazon screws everybody over. They did the same with Lost Ark. But that's okay. I find that games that screw me over always end up dying eventually. You can't screw over Tom Bombadillo. Path of Exile was overly complicated, which is why I'm hoping Path of Exile 2 will not be. The complexity is what people love, but people don't have the time for that. People just want it as simple as possible, as easy as possible, and off you go. You introduce too much complexity, people aren't going to be happy. And that's natural. Oh, Monster Hunter for sure. Monster Hunter for sure. Without doubt or question. Man, life is so miserable without that extra boost. I can't wait for the 400% infiltrations. Now that's gonna be true leveling.
Mission complete. Good job, Descendant.
Okay, that's good enough. Level 27 is good enough for a private run. Exactly. I love the access info menu. That's why I'm just hoping that things will not be overly complex when Path of Exile does drop. It will be quite a pain. And thank you to everyone who has supported me. Alright, I appreciate all the new supporters. Let's carry on. Now, like I was mentioning, for the bossing build, basically what you're doing is that you're going completely ham on this. And of course, you'll want a full Slayer set. So, we're going to introduce that right now. MP recovery in combat is probably very, very important, because if you don't have that, you're going to suffer a lot. we're gonna have the MP recovery modifier here. Now I don't have a perfected Slayer set, but this, in theory, in general, should be exactly what you need. So here we go. These are all the components. We've got a gold reactor, you know, decked out with minimum survival, but pretty much everything else is maximized. You know, everything else, everything that is non-damage related is minimal. We're gonna keep the Disastrous Devotion on. Now off we go.
Do you need information about the Colossi?
I don't think people will complain. Everybody just better get in there and, you know, clear it. If people are not properly geared before we go in, what we do is we go in there and we slap them all. Okay? Tell them to their face, why you never watch the robot? Why you so weak? How dare you die here? You never watch the Asian robot? You go watch some random creator hobo out there? No. In future, you must learn to watch the robot. You understand? Okay, good. You missed it. I have all of them. I have emergency measures and front lines. Everything is in here. See? Emergency measures, front lines, everything. Ah. I never miss, my friend. I never miss. Okay, let's go.
No chance.
Even like that, right? And this is now, granted, this is on a character that resists electricity, but still. The problem with Bunny is that no matter how good she is, even with a Slayer set, this is with a Slayer set maximizing her damage, right? She can't really reach the same heights as other characters. Like, sure, you could zap them to the 9s, like you're seeing right there. But you're just not gonna get the same value, all right? This is with all these damage mods chalked in. So... do you see why? Now, I'm sure there are ways that some people will tell you, oh, I use Bunny as a bosser, and I don't disagree with them. But the fact of the matter is, she's not going to compete with Haley. She's not going to compete with Gley. She's not going to be at that level. I know, right, Mr. Dantify? I'm still waiting. The dude has 3 million, you know, bro. Bro, that dude must be insta-killing everybody. No, I'm waiting to see his build. I'm waiting to see his build with his 3 million damage, you know? Do it. Do it, bruh. Do it. Bruh. Bruh. Listen, Lucky, it's the truth. You know, why don't they watch Asian Robot? Because who else is gonna come around and give y'all facts like this? Oh, where they drop. Unfortunately, there's no real way to find out where they drop. All I did was I just ran random missions and I got them. The best way to get stuff is from the infiltration missions. If you cover all the infiltration missions, you will eventually get every single weapon drop, so I would say don't sweat it too much. But you should never be using purple weapons. They're just for mastery anyway. So you can scan around the map and find them that way. But I know it's inefficient. But I don't think they'll be adding that because most of the time people just use them for, like, what you call it? Mastery, and that's it. So I know that's not a satisfactory answer, but that's the best answer I can give you. Yeah, so I would say just do random missions until you get the mission you want. You can check the mission reward to see what weapon drops there, but that's basically all you can do. I don't think you can do much more than that. And for that, I do apologize. Like I said, I wish there was more info I could give to you, but yeah. Lol. Miku. But yeah, there you go. I think you can see that no matter how much you slice it, you're not going to be able to reach the same heights that other characters can. This is just the way of things. This is just how these characters work. Well, Supermao, it's not that they're nerfing everything to satisfy the community. It's that, look, this game needs casual players, and they currently don't have enough casual players. That's the whole problem, and that's the whole point. They have to cater to the casuals if they want to succeed. Because don't forget, this game is the new kid on the block. They don't have an audience. They don't have stuff built up like Destiny and Warframe. And look at Destiny 2 now. Destiny 2 player count is like almost close to this game. This is the type of game that goes in cycles. But they do need more of their casual player base invested. And that's why they're working so hard. A lot of people go on about nerfing things they don't understand, Mr. Dantify. That's why I personally take a holistic approach. Now let me get back on my Gley and go do my stuff. At the end of the day, I leave it up to each individual what they think and what they want to do. But for me personally, I don't believe in nerfing something that I know is not broken. And unless it is so completely broken, I would rather buff everything else up to its standard instead. And I think that they've been doing a good job on that. Enzo and Sharon are the best business deals you ever make, Lucky. Because without those two, farming things is hard. Once you have those two, then the fun begins. Technically, Freyna does. But only in the 400% infiltrations, I reckon. Because she can't keep up with Bunny's speed in the current normal infiltration missions. Okay, guys. Let's see. Live or die. Here we go. Gave him a kneecap, I did. Let's finish this other Gley. You and me. You and me! Okay. See you later, my loud. Well, that's the way. I think a lot of people would love to be getting the activators instead. Now, I don't know why, but Gluttony is so much better than Molten Fortress. And it hurts me. It hurts me internally. Every single time I see Gluttony and just wiping it out with random parties, and then you go to Molten Fortress and it's hard. Like, bruh.
Have you completed preparations?
Old Tom, Mary Tom, Tom Bombadillo. I love fighting gluttony, but I just keep getting wounded every single time I think about freaking Molten Fortress and why people are such people. I mean, granted, gluttony is hard with randoms too, but still, the success rate chances are so much higher. Again, wounding me internally. Therein is the key, Lucky. Once you get your Haley, everything falls into place. You know, I don't think you're wrong on that. He does require a lot of movement, and a lot of people don't like to move. Which is weird, but oh well. Maybe that's just how they like it. They like to not move. Ooh, I was waiting for that. This is what I have to do to succeed, then this is what I will do. Okay, back to full power. Nope. That guy detonated too early. What's he doing? What's he doing? Don't be getting to this stage and failing. Not right now, pal. Need the perps. There we go. Everyone's still stuck on Molten because the teams are unfortunately bad. So even with random teams, the success rate on Gluttony is fairly high. Try the same thing with Molten, and it is a terrible, terrible situation. Yep, unfortunately. I mean, y'all have seen the Gluttony thing, but, you know, I'm just gonna spend the rest of the last little bit of my stream showcasing this, but it does get wild. It does get wild, you know? Back into Molten we go. Now, as I always say, for those of you that enjoy the show, don't forget to register me as your creator. The more of you that do, the better. For those that want my Executor build, please do watch my video later. All right? Excuse me. I will have it ready for you, so I will release it today. Oh wait, no, sorry, not today. Tomorrow. I will release it tomorrow, so please do check that out if you want. Kyber, you don't get it via drops, Flowbits. Farming Kyber is very different. Alright? Have you checked out my video on how to properly farm it? Because you don't farm Kyber in the conventional way by doing missions. That's not what you're supposed to do. That's the wrong way to get Kyber. That's actually the worst way to get Kyber. You actually want to get Kyber, follow that guide. And if you guys are unsure about things in the game, I have an entire playlist of videos that you guys can examine and check out. So make sure you do. You should. You want all the answers? This is the place to get them. This is the place where people come for answers. They come and see old robot Bombadillo. Don't waste your time on the Kyber and boosters, Jungay. Get the crystallization catalyst first, because when you're making builds, that's going to be your biggest bottleneck. Lepic or Gley, up to you, man. I haven't touched my Lepic since Haley came out. So obviously, I would say Gley. Gley's a champ. Now, Ultimate Bunny, Valby, and Freyna. Okay. This is gonna be great. But you see, in this game, it's more about technique than anything. If you have the right technique, you can do anything. Have the wrong technique, like for example, do you see what's going on here? These people are turning Molten Fortress around. You never want that to happen. Because if you keep turning Molten Fortress around,
Molten Fortress reaching frenzied state. Transfer
somebody's gonna be dead.
needed.
So what do you think, guys? Are we cooked or are we gonna succeed on this one? Let's find out. And nobody picked up the Freyna, so wow. Okay. The other guy's dead too. Lovely. An entire team of players that are all under-leveled for this, and with no proper builds either. Well, we're cooked. No, I don't I don't encourage that at all, Jungay, because if we make them redeem that kind of stuff, they're gonna miss out on the real rewards. Gold and Kyber is super easy to get, and if we cause newbies to miss out on things like crystallization catalysts or even boosters, hell, boosters are fine, but never redeem the gold and Kyber bonuses. Those are a waste of time. You will get a lot. Follow the guides and you will have everything. But if you don't spend the time farming them properly, then you will suffer.
The Void Paradox.
Kyber is easy to get, especially if you're farming gold via the Bunny Road, which is also one of the easiest ways to farm gold. So... Also, do invasions. Invasions give you like 5 million gold per day. Like, I literally stopped being poor the very second that I did invasions. Now, I've got so much gold, it's flowing out of me. I used to have to farm gold all the time. Now I never have to. And that's the great part. All I have to do is just relax and enjoy myself. And it's great. Invasions are how you get Haley, though. If you have 100 million gold and 8 million Kyber, but you still need ultra precision code breakers, what the hell have you been doing with your time, Jungay? It sounds like you haven't actually advanced a lot of stuff in the game. No. No. You should never... I don't even need the ultra precision code breakers anymore. Bruh. Been spending on too much or not enough. One of the two things. Okay, Haley, Gley, and me. And we do have a bunny, but it doesn't matter.
Molten Fortress approaching frenzied state.
Their damage is so weird.
Suppressor immediate.
That person is in sniper pose, but not actually shooting? I do not understand. Come on, come on. Okay, on to next. Okay, this will take a while. Wow, that person leaves the mission. Okay, okay, that's cool, that's cool. At least learn to freaking try. Can't stand people like that. Why do a mission if you're gonna leave? Shameful. And that Gley dares to use Gley. The character that literally fights for everybody and tries hard for everybody. Shame. Oh, the game crashed. That's weird. Well, damn, Jungay. That's a crazy blessing, though. Well done. I don't know how you find the time for all of it, but well done. Well done, mate. If you really do have the time for all that, I respect you. I can imagine. Congratulations, brother. There's no advice for short focus. Just keep combining until you get it. It's all up to RNG. The best you can do is combine 4 Cerulean Descendant mods. That's the best you can do. Four Cerulean Descendant mods. That'll give you the best chance of getting it. But beyond that, I don't think I can help you. It's just RNG. Now, in the meantime, ladies and gents, those of you that have not yet registered me as your creator, please make sure you do so. It only comes from combining. Shot focus. Look. Acquisition info. There's only one. If it does not state it here, it does not exist. Therefore, this is only available by combining. Same with Shield Collector. These are both modules that are only available by combining. Now then, those of you that haven't hit that link yet or haven't extended your support, if you supported me, say, months ago, make sure you do so. I'd be very grateful if you do. The more support that I get, the more that I can do. Oh, Tom, Mary Tom, Tom. That is true. But honestly, I just chucked random modules together and I got it. Genuinely, that's what I did. Excuse me. I just went in there and started blasting. And then eventually I got it.
Molten Fortress approaching frenzied state. Transferring suppressor immediately.
If only there was a way to shoot it so that I went, you know, the other way instead. Make this puzzle a lot more bearable. Wow, my towers are all the sucky ones. This isn't very good. Oh dear. Are they not doing the towers? Oi. I tell you, the Gluttony players, most of them are fantastic. Molten Fortress players, my god. You could turn them all to the left, but the safest method has always been the right. Because otherwise, you get confused. Like, some will go halfway here, halfway there. No. The best and safest methodology has always been to the right. That is what people have seen as the highest success rate.
New subscriber detected.
That's why I know for a fact that it works. The only other way to do it would be like to decide right or left, like right at the start, and to survey each tower. But since you don't have time, everybody operates by one rule: go by right. It'll be a lot faster. But sometimes you get unlucky situations like this, and there's nothing you can do about it. Just fight till the end. Well, I can only fight till somebody leaves. Yep. No, they all didn't understand the mechanic. You cannot fail the mechanic. You must understand it so much so that as soon as it starts, you're in place already. You're not in place, then this will happen, and then GG. There you go. Remember, guys, if you are new to a video game, learn from streamers, learn from creators. Ah, finally they all left. Thank God. The thing is, right, these are the types of people that don't watch streams, they don't watch videos, they don't want to learn. If everybody watched my stream, it'll be fine. And Wes, don't worry, my build for the shotgun will be released soon. My builds are always perfected. This is why the key thing is always learn from streamers, especially official streamers. When a streamer is an official streamer that is partnered with a particular game, you will learn so much more if you watch them. But when you don't, that's what happens. That's why the vast majority of these people do not watch streamers like me. They do not watch official creators. They watch their favorite big ticket creator or whatever, or maybe a small no-name. You know, I'm not trying to insult them, but I'm just saying that these are the two groups. They watch that, but what's the guarantee that these people actually have the knowledge to help you guys? Ever since day one, I've always encouraged people. There are so many official content creators out there. Not just me. You don't like me? That's okay. Watch somebody that's official. Because chances are, they are more likely to know stuff than somebody that has not even taken the effort to sign up for the program. You know? Because it proves that they're not that committed to the game. Or maybe they're just simply not of the size. And if they're not of the size that is ready for the program, and the program has very loose entries, then here's the thing. If they're not even going to be ready for that, what makes you think that they're going to be committed to bringing you the good content? There's also that, Mr. Dantify, but even if a build is copied, it should theoretically work, right? And this is why I don't encourage those people that post their builds on Twitter or whatnot. You can't show a person a build and expect them to understand it. It takes effort to really learn, and that's where a professional creator comes in. A true professional will show you things and explain, demonstrate, teach. This guy's massacre is very sus. Massacre doesn't last that long. Unless they were constantly spamming lethality, but why were they doing that? I'll never understand it. If it was for walk a tightrope, there's an easier way to do it. Oh my god, why is there one missing there? Please, please, please hit. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Ajax. Ajax is new. Oh, does Gley finally bring out a rocket launcher? Well. This guy's not even shooting the thing. My God. Okay, finally. Ah, oh, crud. Hey, Lukey Luke. Oof, this is rough. This is true suffering. And I don't know why, but it's literally only Molten Fortress. Oh, okay, finally.
Molten Fortress approaching frenzied state. Transferring suppressor immediately.
Come on. Nope. Don't know why that Gley stopped doing the thing, but okay. I swear, if I could, I would hunt down this Ajax. Like, trolling people like this, especially coming in level 35, no damage, no weapons. Oh my God. Why would you do this to people? That's so unfair to people. Because, like, what if the person is not a content creator who has hours of game time? What if the person's just some dude that's like home from work, he's got a couple of hours of game time, he has to suffer through this? Like, I feel sorry for dudes like that, man. It's not fair that they have their game experience ruined by somebody that won't even bother learning mechanics. And now he's gonna think he actually won because he got carried to a victory. I just like people like that. I feel that everybody should fight with honor. You know, if you don't have honor, you don't care about other people, what's the use of being human? Or even living life? You have to at least care. Yep, Ajax is throwing. This type of negative behavior is something that I hope none of you guys will ever participate in. If you don't have the skills, it's okay. Learn. Skills can be learned, everything can be taught. But never harm another person with your lack of knowledge. If you don't have the knowledge, that's okay. Come to streams, learn. We can learn together. We can all learn, study together. That's okay. But never harm another person. That's wrong. I believe that gaming etiquette is the one thing that so many people have lost in this day and age, and I feel sad about that. Oh well. C'est la vie. Everyone else did their best. I really can't blame them for that. They did spectacularly. Let's do a few more runs, just because I feel like, I don't know, maybe if I keep doing these, people will learn.
Have you completed
Tonight, though, I've got a completely different plan. Learning and care for others is what I recommend the most. Yeah, TFD in the evening, DJ Sammy. I'll see you there. Vanilla Mochi, Arba again, and this Haley. Well, I'm glad I can keep you awake, brother. Okay, good. This Haley's very good. This Haley's very, very good. Stand a chance. We stand a chance. Okay.
Fortress approaching.
Almost. That Haley was superb.
Beginning emergency transmission of the frenzy suppressor.
We lack damage, but that's okay. See you later, Samwise Gamgee. Now, never double up on a tower. If somebody's already on a tower, go do another tower. That's one of the key things that people never learn. This tower is not connected and that one isn't either. Okay. We are screwed. The Haley was good, but it seems like they don't understand the mechanics here. Everybody needs to align the towers to the right fast. Failure to do so is death. People are doubling up on one on each tower. Hello, Rafi. Congratulations. Give me a rage. Well done. Oh, steak dinner. Alright. I'll count on you to treat me to one in future, yeah? I've run this build on Gluttony several times. I think you weren't you here when I did it? But yeah, I've done this several times already. I'm only just messing around on Molten Fortress because I want to teach people the proper way. Because it seems like many people still don't understand what to do. They're slow. Their reaction speeds are not good. You gotta tune in early, pal, if you don't want to miss all the information. But yeah, it's already been done. All the testing is finished. Right now, I'm just suffering through this because I want to improve the general skill level of people by showing them the ideal way to play. Unfortunately, it seems most aren't very good, so nothing we can do. This Valby, instead of doing the towers, is engaging in rubbish. The other person, never ever do a tower where somebody else is already at. If you already see somebody shooting at a tower, move to the next one. Don't ever be slow. If you're slow, you are compromising the entire operation. That's the crucial key. Now here, somebody's already here, so fine. I'll move on. All the learning is done. Oh, no, because last night my stream got cut off because of the internet service provider. I don't know what happened there, but yeah. So I have to stream now because otherwise, look, I'll take too much of a hit to my revenue. So I had to cancel what I was going to go and learn, but that's okay. I will make it another day. Instead, today I'm learning about the suffering of human beings because people in Molten Fortress do not do things perfectly. So, yeah, that's a bit of a pain, but it is what it is. Hopefully I can set an example at least. Haley's not even doing anything. What's the point? Lol, that person left because they said you all noobs. It's always the people that are the worst players that always say you all noobs. Excuse you, Haley? That Haley in the game, I tell you, I hope they realize that I'm a content creator and they just got caught saying that. Because now I get to report them for being abusive. I'm not going to, but I could if I wanted to. Still. If other people are noobs, teach them.
The void paradox.
And you better be damn near perfect. The only reason I can make half the judgments I do is because I am damn near perfect when it comes to this. Never judge others without being perfect yourself. If you cannot take care of 3 towers all on your own, then judging others is impossible. So if you ever encounter that guy in chat who thinks he's better, alright, just recognize that that's that one basement dwelling loser who probably has main character syndrome. I'm not into folks like that. Alright, we got a Haley here. Let's see if this one's better than the other. Also, always stand in front of Molten Fortress, never stand to the side or whatnot, because all you're gonna do is cause him to turn. If you make Molten Fortress turn, it hurts your Haley. Never do that. Alright. 1 down. Okay, 2 connected. I'm gonna go past that Korean dude. Okay. This vanilla mochi. Star, I will beat you. This mechanic is not annoying, it's easy. As long as everybody does their job. But if somebody like deliberately doesn't do the tower, I caught that Valby in 4K not doing that tower. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to clear the towers as fast as possible. The fact that they were just standing there doing nothing, like, don't ever do that. Only Gley with the rockets takes care of that thing. I know, right? Lamal's banned word. I'm not quite sure why. Maybe it's because the word Mao. I think it's because of Mao. That's why. Who dared to send me a friend request? Okay, this splashy guy. 2 Haleys, 2 Gleys. If this isn't over in one phase, I'm gonna be very angry. Neck extension. Okay, very good, very good, very good. I knew it. 2 Haleys, 2 Gleys, it's over. There was no way that was gonna go badly. Good. That was acceptable. I think I saw that one of them greeted me. Oh well. Missed it. Missed the chance to say hello. Anyway, one more time. At least today I discovered one thing. The public lobbies for this specific boss are terabad. I just don't know why people just bring all sorts of characters in here like la 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 la. That's how you know they literally got carried to where they come in to Molten Fortress level. Like they probably paid some of those people in World Chat that are like, I'm doing boss carries. I've seen those people, right? I bet they paid some of them like, hey, can you carry me? Then they get to Molten Fortress and like, oh no, oh no. Although theoretically it is possible to carry on Molten Fortress, I just wouldn't reveal the technique. Because how dare they not learn the proper mechanics? They better come here and learn. Alright. 1 Haley, a Lepic, and another Haley. This should also be over quickly. If it is not, then I'd be most disappointed. Nope. What were they doing? Wow. They immediately left the mission. Okay, okay, okay. Once you got a lever, it cannot be done. I hate people who leave, but Jesus Christ. Just because you couldn't one phase it, you left. Nope. Nope. That type of person, no. I will do a separate report on that fella. That run could have succeeded straight up. What the hell were they doing? I can't stand people like that. I will go to Nexon with that footage because that one is not cool. Those who leave just because they couldn't one-phase a boss are even worse than the people who don't know the mechanic. Because you're literally saying that, oh, okay, I'm just gonna abandon these people. You can win if you try. But choosing not to try? That's shameful. I am very disappointed in that person. And I hope none of you will ever be like that person. Unfortunately, I'm forced to leave as well because there's no way to carry it out with just 3 people, but... people like that. Anyway, I'll deal with that separately. For now, it looks like it's time to end the stream, so thank you all for joining me. I hope it was a good learning experience. The Executor build will be dropped by tomorrow. Have no fear of that. I will cover that tomorrow. Oh. Actually, should I cover it today? I might be able to cover it today. I don't know. I'll see how I can swing it, but it will most likely be covered tomorrow. I'm sorry, but I have nothing to do with that game, Tomato, so... please do not ever ask me about that game. I have nothing to do with that game. That game has a racist community and racist devs. I do not want anything to do with it, so please do not ask me about it. I have not made content for that game for over 3 years. Do not approach me about it. Thank you. And Bretto, brag much? No. Of course not. If you think that this is bragging, then that's up to you. But as an official creator, I have shown people the correct way to do everything. So, up to you how you feel about it. If you're the type that says, oh, brag much, then why don't you choose to learn instead? If you learn, there's no such thing as bragging. I only ever speak facts. And eventually, you too will learn that. So, good day to everybody. I'll see y'all tonight. Y'all have a good one.